This is a push-up to a side plank. So with the push-up to a side hand plank, you can either do it the way that I'm doing here, where you're noticing my feet are staying apart in the push-up and the side plank. When I go to the side plank, I'm just laying the sides of both my feet, but they're still staggered. Or you can step up the challenge a little bit and put your toes together for the push-up. And then when you go to the side plank, you roll so that your feet are now stacked on top of each other. This is going to challenge your balance a little bit more. And then you come back down, push up, and come on up, roll up, feet stacked on top of each other. So I would say, if you haven't done it before, start with feet apart. And then when you feel ready, you can progress up to challenging your balance with your feet together, stacked on top. But let's review the form there. So we still want to keep our plank and our push-up form, which are actually pretty similar to each other throughout. That's a neutral spine, neutral pelvis, and neutral shoulders throughout the motion. All you're doing is just kind of pressing your arms up and down and throwing your chest into a different direction. So let's review here. I'm going to go into my push-up position on my toes. You can drop your chest down between your shoulder blades, head back so it's in line with the rest of your spine through the motion there. No head protrusions. I'm also going to brace in my abdominal muscles in towards my spine to keep my lower back and my pelvis neutral there. And then with that, I'm going to drop down, my elbows about my sides, and then press up and through. And I'm keeping all that form, still keeping the shoulders away from my ears here. I'm still keeping my head and my neck and spine all in line with each other as I come into this side plank here. And then I'm going to come back down, another push up, and then roll to the other side and hold it up here. Whether your feet are stacked or separated, form is the same there. Take your time throughout. Notice that my elbow is pretty much straight here. If your elbow tends to hyperextend, just try to maintain a slight bend in that elbow so you're not holding this with a hyperextended elbow. You want a slight bend in that elbow and build that stability, strength in there to be able to maintain that form without overextending your elbow joint there. With that there are your push-ups into a side plank.